game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Oh, that's what an effort. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Burrow will throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Thomas. Watch the pass. Thomas. Hey, 50's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jets have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakan. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McCann for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Black Knights nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
And touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there is no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hurts
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Black Knights 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
53,
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
58 right there.
Now Burrow on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, Mike. Man, I got you. 11. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Blues down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
11 MT.
58 for Mike. I got one.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. 33-yard line.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
First down, New York.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And some room to roam now. It's a big play that time by the Jets. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch the run, watch the run.
11. Hey, we got to
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 3 buds. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Night, sweetheart. 12.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, New York.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Able to slither by. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Being chased out left. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Fights off the defender. Finding room inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. McCann now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow looking deep downfield. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Can. Stop.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, just like that.
Turtles hot.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
And watch that. And watch the ball. 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You ain't got nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Danny.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
6-13. 11 minus.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Here's Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 182 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Check 41. Let's go, defense.
Viking 18. Check Panther.
Show it up. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Rocco switch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he shifts past him, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And some room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And what a big-time play there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mike's 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
56 to Mike. 57.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. A nice little juke. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A final shot now for Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Let's go.
So they tried to tack on two more.